My name is Esteban Alvarez. I am 20 years old and I will make you rich. In this post, I am going to talk about what my plan is for the next few years and what I kind of plan on achieving. Now, I made this plan with a few others who are, if not smarter than me, and who've also made this plan for good reason. Let's get started. My name is Esteban Alvarez. I am 20 years old and I will make you rich. I'm just kidding. Not really, but I might be able to help. In this past year, I've learned and studied a lot. And I mean like a lot, like obsessed a lot. And about like financial education, economics, investing, and the overall truth on having a job and going to school to get a job. 50 years ago, the best thing was to go to school and get a good job. And then after getting a good job, you get a house, a nice car, and a beautiful family. That was the American dream, right? Today, things have changed a ton. Yet we are still following the old script of going to get educated through programs and colleges. Years ago, you had to read a book or write down equations to find out the answer. Today, you can find everything out by looking things up on your pocket computer. I'm not going to say the brand because I might get sued. That's not an apple, that's a...
The what?
That's a watermelon. Technology has changed, investing has changed, and how information is available has changed. Just like in the example I said. Yet school systems have remained relatively similar. That was reason number one. On to reason number two. And I'm pretty sure you guys have noticed this as you guys got older. I know and work with plenty of people who have their AA and bachelor's degree and aren't even using what they went to school for. And I know you guys know people who have graduated yet still work in the same place. Why? Because everyone is following the old way of going to school and getting the same degree as you and I. And that's a lot of competition. How? 61% of millennials have and are attending college. Not only that, since there are more people going to school, there are more people graduating. And since there are more people graduating, there are more degrees. And since there are more degrees are becoming less valuable because there's so many people to choose to hire for that position. Not only that, you are still getting told what to do. Now, on to reason number three. And things are going to get a little bit more detailed, so listen closely. Now, with my starting position, my major's in business. My starting salary is $50,000. Now, after working 7 to 10 years with that major, am I quote unquote guaranteed a six-figure position, even though nothing is really even guaranteed. But not bad, right? After 10 years, I'm making 6 figures. But let's be real. After reaching that type of milestone, going to school for 4 years, what is anybody going to do? Now they're making decent money, they're gonna treat themselves. They're gonna get something really, really expensive, like a nice car. But that's what you're supposed to do, because after working your butt off, you're supposed to treat yourself. After all, you can afford it now. Oh, by the way, forgot to mention, the average US employee pays 40% taxes. So you can take $20,000 of that $50,000 and throw it to your best friend, Uncle Sam. And after doing the math, that comes out to about $3,000 a month. What I meant to say was a month. You get the point, but that's not very much now, is it? And this isn't including rent or bills. And you're scraping by for the next couple of years or months until you get a raise. Only after working your butt off. So what are you gonna do after you get the raise after working your butt off? You're gonna treat yourself to something really, really expensive, like a nice vacation, and you're gonna start eating avocado toast for lunch every day. And you start swiping away those credit cards. Fast forward and you're making 6 figures. Of course, with that, you're gonna probably buy a house at some point in your life, and you're around 45ish of age. Notice the trend: as you make more, you spend more. We redline our entire lives. This is why 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. And yes, that includes people with bachelor's, master's, lawyers, doctors, all of the above. Also, 80% of Americans don't even have an emergency fund of $1,000. And the average American making more than 6 figures only lives 4 to 6 paychecks away from bankruptcy. As to the average American not making 6 figures, they live 3 paychecks away from bankruptcy. Oh, and I forgot, in that American dream, I never included going out, buying clothes, and starting a family. On to reason number 4, and these are just basic facts. Let's say you started saving your money since 1971. You started saving all of your money because everybody says to do that, right? That's the right thing to do. Well, the dollar has lost 95% of its value. All of that money wiped out, 95% of it. And it's going to continue losing value at the never-ending rate of inflation. Why 1971? Well, President Nixon temporarily removed the dollar being backed by gold in that year. That temporary turned to permanent, and the US treasury could print, and print money. IOUs, which are called bonds, that is debt to the United States, which is why we have credit and debt higher than ever. Now let's say you save your money for the next 10 years. Well, you can take 30% of that and cry yourself to bed with it because that's a loss. And one thing the wealthy will forever say, never lose money. And that is my rant. Now on to what I'm going to do. The secret, I'm gonna open up taco stands. Totally joking. Basically, I'm going to create passive income and multiple sources of income. There's a few ways, which I'll get into in a second, but the idea is to save, not save money, but have money work for you. You save a chunk, you invest it, that investment makes you money, which you reinvest, which makes you more money, that you reinvest to make you even more money, and so on and so on. That's a snowball effect. This is going to require hard work, a lot of patience, and a lot of studying. The outcome and why it's worth it? Well, financial freedom. The ability to go to a job because you truly love that job. It's your passion, and you're not doing it for the paycheck. Also, they call it F off money. Basically, you have enough to tell anybody and everyone to F off, which is pretty freaking cool. But for me, it's being able to retire my dad because he's laid a lot down for me and my brother to have a better opportunity. Also, to be able to hang out with my wife, whoever that may be, and to be able to pass on the knowledge to as many people as possible because we are in need and we are desperate for more jobs rather than workers. What I'm going to do is accumulate capital, invest in the rental properties, make enough pases dinero, which is Spanish for bread, I think, and getting into partnerships, start 1 to 2 businesses, and using other people's money, and using the knowledge that is available, build those sources of income to a point where they sustain my lifestyle. AKA F off money, AKA your bread factory, all the above, forever avocado toast every day. If you don't know what rental property investments are, or you don't know how to invest, I'll leave that for the next video. And perhaps maybe you could start doing a little bit of research on your own. Now, if you watched all of this, I highly appreciate your support. Please hit the like button, feel free to subscribe for more content, and I will be choosing 2 people to be giving 3 free months of Pandora Premium, which is pretty cool. And since I have no subscribers, you have a really high chance of winning. Also, doing all of these things help this video get recommended to somebody else because that's how YouTube's algorithm works. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Feel free to share your comments and thoughts down below. And if this helps one person, I will continue to post and take you guys on my path to financial freedom and success. Also, if you guys want to start investing right now, I'll leave a link in the description down below. You actually get a free stock out of it. You don't have to pay anything extra, and it's really easy to sign up. Use the link down below.